Hey everybody, welcome back. My name is Abby. I'm with Fitness is Medicine. Today we're going to do another great workout you can do in your home. We're going to mix it up today with upper body, lower body, a little bit of balance, and give you a great full body workout. So remember to come into these workouts warmed up and ready to go. Do 5 or 10 minutes of a cardio activity, walking around your block or walking on your home exercise equipment, or if you've got an exercise bike, things like that. So just get your heart rate up a little bit, warm up your muscles so you feel like you're ready to go and your heart rate is up just a little bit. So we're going to start with a lat pull down today. So we're going to need a band or a tube in a higher location. You're going to need a set of dumbbells and a ball. And I think that's it for today. Yep. So if you don't have any of these things, I can give you suggestions. This one does kind of need a little bit of resistance. So most people do have a band or a tube sitting around from some physical therapy they may have had. So even if it's not quite hard enough, the band, you can double it up, or you can do a couple different bands. You can go slower, really just focus on the motion, and we'll get started here. So because it's hard to find a really high place in most homes to wrap a band around, you can either sit on the floor like I'm doing, or if you have a higher like vaulted ceilings with a banister or something, you can sit on a ball or even stand depending on what you have. So the point here though is to be able to pull down. So you're using those big muscles in your back. It's called your latissimus dorsi. And you're also going to think about your shoulder blades. They sit on your back like this, and you want them to think about pulling down and in and kind of squeezing together. So while you envision that while you're pulling your arms down, that will help with that muscle recruitment. 2, also think about keeping your shoulders down away from your ears here. 4, 5, nice and slowly both directions. 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, good. The lat pull down. Okay, now we're going to stand up. Remember, when you stand up from being on the floor, to go slowly, especially if you start to get lightheaded or if you have any dizziness associated with that, low blood pressure or anything. Okay, so we're going to do some side lunges. Now, if this is the first time you've ever done side lunges, I recommend doing it maybe at your kitchen counter or a sturdy banister or somewhere where you can hang on and really sit back. What I want you to do is step far out to the side. You're going to bend that knee. Your weight is going through your heel in this side, and this leg is straight. So you're really sitting your hips back like you're sitting into a chair. And then we'll switch sides. So we'll go out to this side, sitting back. So you can make this harder and add a weight, either holding it here or holding it here. You can reach over your toe with a weight and then keep switching it. Or you can make it easier by standing at that kitchen counter, using it to really sit back, and you can make that range of motion smaller. But the key here is sitting back into that hip, like you're going to sit down into a chair, and then the weight stays in this heel here. All right, so we're going to keep going. We're going to do 10 on each side. Unless, of course, this is feeling really challenging, or if you're having any pain with it. If you're having any joint pain, stop or try a smaller range of motion. You can just step out to the side, bend that knee just a little bit. Think about squeezing that glute as you stand up. Level up or level down according to what you need to get the most from this workout. Like I said, you can always add a weight. You can hold it here. You can hold a weight here in the middle. You can reach, like I said, back and forth. Mix it up. All right, good. 10 side lunges on each side. Now we're going to grab a set of dumbbells for some bicep curls. So I'm going to adjust my camera just a little here. Okay, we're going to do these just a little bit differently than we have in the past. First of all, let's do this either in a tandem stance or a staggered stance, or you can always stand on one foot too. So you can make the balance challenge as much or as little as you need here. So add a little balance challenge for yourself. And we're going to do kind of a staggered bicep curl here. So what I want you to do is we're gonna go halfway up, slowly down, all the way up, and then all the way down. So we're gonna go halfway, all the way. And the key here is nice and slowly. This is 3. Now you can hold them like I am. This is 4. Or you can turn them this way, halfway, all the way, 5. I'm gonna switch my feet right now, but you can stay on either, stay on that and then switch feet next time, or switch halfway between like I just did. 6. All the way down, get that full extension at the end. Halfway, all the way down. 7. Tuck your chin, look forward. 8. Halfway. Now your muscles should be feeling this. 9. Adding a little extra challenge here. 10 and 10. All the way down. Good. The key is lowering it slowly, getting that really good eccentric contraction or relaxation, really. Controlling it against gravity really makes that muscle have to work more, getting that increased strength going. Okay, now we're going to do march kicks. So what I want you to do is you can do this with your back to a wall. If you are worried about your balance, you can do it standing next to something sturdy so you can hang on. But what I want you to do is we're going to march up, kick. So this is going to be a little bit slower than like if we were going to do a squat kick or, just kicking. I want you to control this. We're going to march, kick, down, march, kick, down. So this is also a balance challenge. You're standing on one foot for a time. Controlling that. So it's really just a kind of a slow knee extension. Getting a little hip and then quad when you kick out. And then this leg is really having to stand and stabilize. If this feels really challenging to you, like I said, do it standing next to a wall so you've got that balance behind you, or standing next to something sturdy where you can hang on. If you need a little more challenge with it, you can slow it down even further. Or you can stand on a balance pad, or balance discs are probably going to be a little much for this, or a pillow, something like that. But really just slowing it down adds to the challenge here as well. One more. This is 10 and 10. Good. Okay, good. Now we're going to do some punch jabs. So getting your upper body working here. Your lower body, I want to be kind of fluid, kind of shifting your weight back and forth a little bit. We're going to go punch, jab, punch, jab. So holding your hands up here like you're in fight mode, right? So I'm not squatting, but I'm in an athletic stance. My knees are bent just a little, my hips are back just a little, and my core is tight. And I want you to punch. First of all, just go through the motion. Punch forward, and then punch to the side. If that feels good and you don't have any shoulder pain, you can punch a little harder. Punch, jab, punch, jab. And then if that feels good, you can really, like you're gonna punch something. Like if you have a punching bag out in front of you and you wanna give it a good jab, good forceful forward and back, give it a good punch. This is a really great shoulder stabilizer. 9, 10, and 10. Good. Now we're going to switch sides. So you're just kind of moving back and forth here a little bit. Got your hands up here. Punch, jab, punch, jab. 3, 4, 5, forward, out to the sides. 7, 8, 9, 10, and 10. Good. All right. Now we're going to end with a little abdominal work on the ball. So I'm going to have you sit on the ball and put your feet out. We've done this in the past. If you feel like you are worried about your heels sliding, you can do this up against a wall like this, and put your feet on the wall like this, so you have that stability and you know that your feet aren't going to move on you. It depends on what kind of surface you're exercising on, what kind of footwear you're wearing. My carpet is pretty stable, so I can put my feet out and not slide. So you can adjust it. You can try it different ways and see what feels best. But the goal is my knees are bent just a little. My heels are digging in. I'm just bending at the hips here. So I'm going back and forth like this, not this way and not this way. So if you feel like you're diving back and you're giving into this back extension, I don't want that. So when we're on the floor and you have to tighten your abs and flatten your back to the floor, that's what I want you to think about right now. So thinking about flattening that back, you can put your hands here or here to start. I want you to lean back and then not quite come all the way up, maintaining that contraction in your abs. So you can put your hands here if you feel comfortable. You can go back a little further, but don't come all the way up. Really maintaining that contraction. Breathing. If you need more, you can put your hands here. Two more. Good. Okay. If that is really challenging, you should really be feeling it just right here. If it's really challenging, feel free to come all the way up, maybe halfway through, to kind of get your breath and then make sure you continue on in that plane of motion. If you do need more, you can put your hands up here, maybe do a few more repetitions. Like I said, you can always level it up or level it down to make sure you're getting the best workout for you on any given day. Okay, if you have any questions, let me know. Remember to go through these. I would say 1 to 2 more times if you've got time. If you don't, if you just get through these once, it's still great. You're still moving and you're still getting some really quality muscle contraction and building going on. You can add a little cardio in between. Do it again. Make it a good circuit, a good heart rate, good full workout, and then follow with a good cool down and stretch at the end. All right, thank you everybody. We'll see you next time.